Hi, I'm Ann Autry with the Heritage Garden Program, and in this video we're going to cover how to create a heritage garden or low-use water landscape. Heritage gardens are landscaped areas designed to honor the cultural and natural heritage of the Columbia River Basin while utilizing sustainable gardening practices. The program was developed by the Benton Conservation District in partnership with the Columbia Basin chapter of the Washington Native Plant Society. The program is designed to promote the use of native plants, promote low water use landscaping, efficient irrigation methods, and to educate our community about the history and biodiversity of the Columbia River Basin. 5 or 6 years ago, I started thinking about what was I going to do with this slope. One thing I realized right away is that I wanted to do something more creative and something that used less water and was more native to our area. The Heritage Gardens provided on-site visits, free of course, and recommendations for preparing the garden area, plant selection, vendors, and irrigation guides with proper emitter sizes. When you explore the Heritage Garden website, you can see the many resources the program provides. To install the garden first, I had to deal with the weeds, so I chose 2 other methods, and one was hand weeding, and a process called solarization, where I covered this whole slope in 2 or 3 layers of black plastic and baked it basically for the whole summer. After going through weed control, or while that process was going on, I started thinking about what would be my travel paths that I would like to take. I tried not to make a straight line to lend some interest and add some mystery as to where you're going. I used smaller rocks to outline the paths and beds, and then larger rocks and steps came later in the process. There is definitely a choice to be made in terms of whether you want a total xeriscape, meaning plants that can exist with less than 10 inches of water, meaning no irrigation, or whether you want to expand that list and include some that maybe need 10 to 15 inches or 15 to 20. I really wanted to add in more penstemons. I wanted to have plants that would bring in more pollinators, so I made a choice to add irrigation. We were able to bring a line and then run it down through the garden and then snake off of that to the different plants that needed it. The best time to plant native plants is in the fall, and we like to time it here in Southeast Washington just before we get our major precipitation of the year, which generally starts at the end of October or the beginning of November. Native plants grow slowly the first year. Usually by the 2nd or 3rd year, native plants reach maturity with lots of growth and flowers. They are slower to mature than your typical landscaping plants, which often frustrates people, but you just have to be patient and give them time. I have learned with heritage gardening really stems back to knowing the plant and where the plant lives out in the wild. I realized I was not giving the plants the credit they deserved. Most lived in harsh conditions, rocky soils, full exposure to the hot sun, and little precipitation. My first plantings of purple sage, sagebrush, and antelope bitterbush all died because I watered them too much. If you are a homeowner or business owner in Benton, Franklin, Yakima, or Kittitas counties, and you would like more information on how you can create your own heritage garden, please contact us at www.hgcd.info. We would like to thank all of the sponsors for their support. Funding for heritage gardens in Yakima and Kittitas counties is provided by a grant from the municipal subgroup of the Yakima Basin Integrated Plan through the Washington State Department of Ecology. And until next time, we will see you in the garden.